for Stadium. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to throw right away. Pickett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steeler first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Duncan.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Watson on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, they're deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds ends up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they return to the ground game. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it right.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Looking to throw. Pickett.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, putting the ball right on him.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now.
And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 26 yards.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Harris.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. To throw on 2nd is Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, 46 yards.
And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Takes it to about the 37.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Slot man moves right. Throwing now, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look.